Alright, YouTube. Saltwater basics video. Wow. There's nothing basic about it. First off, RODI is essential. Whether or not you have well water or city water, you don't really know what's getting into your water. Bulk Reef Supply. 4-chamber system kind of handles most people's stuff. I actually have well water, and that's why you see lines going everywhere. I have well water. Yeah, it's kind of clean, lots of iron, lots of hardness. My system requires a lot of filtration. It looks complicated, but it's honestly a lot simpler than it looks. RODI, in my opinion, there's nothing too crazy about it. Starts with a water softener. Really kind of helps my water in. Definitely removes the iron. Definitely helps start with my TDS. Number one for me, pre-filters. I keep a close eye on my pre-filters. Those first two I use 5 microns. That's number one. Number two, as soon as it gets down to number 2, I actually go to a 1 micron, then carbon, 3, 1 micron, carbon, and then this line out splits to 1, 2, 3, 4 DIs. So from there, focus. 1, 2, 3, 4 DIs. I really don't try to recycle my wastewater. I don't feel a need for it. I run a booster pump in between those sections. My booster pump runs at a pretty high PSI. You need a high PSI for clean water. It's real simple. If your PSI is low, don't expect to get performance out of your RO. Expect a drip, drip, drip. 1, 2, 3, 4. After all those, I run through another 1 micron, another carbon. Yeah, probably shouldn't do that. There's a wasted DI, which sounds retarded, but I keep a wasted DI in there because it runs in sequence. There's my last DI. I keep my eye on that. That has not changed in color in a long time because I'm finally getting clean water into that wasted DI. We all know what that is. That's an auto shut off. To explain how all of that works with an auto shut off, it's kind of nuts. But it's basically use common sense. Clean line, waste line. My waste line I do try to recycle. I use it in freshwater tanks. I use it in my garden. All my clean line plumb to these 3 barrels. 55-gallon mixing barrel. Open top, easy to throw salt in. 50 gallons, 50-gallon salt bags. Easy, easy. overflow barrel. I like to have another 50 gallons of just good water made up all the time. That way that makes 100 gallons top off barrel. Acid Pro 250. Don't worry about that. I clean the hell out of the barrel. This barrel is just my clean top off. I use Kalkwasser in that barrel. That Kalkwasser RODI barrel treats my entire system, plus all of my customers. So expense starts with my water softener. Yeah, I might replace those every 2 weeks. And then every third time I replace the 1 micron, I'll replace my carbon. And essentially it's all done to save the DI. I use up some DI. I have some really hard water. My numbers in are big. This probably isn't set up right. Yeah, 375 in. If I keep that clean and nice and dark, I'm 0 out. But 375 in, that's laughable. That's in after 1, 2, 3, and then somewhere in there is my first in line. So after 5 micron, 1 micron, carbon, carbon, 5 micron, carbon, carbon, I'm still 365. And then I go to the individual DI, or ROs. My RO water then goes through the last chamber. And going into that, I'm probably 80, 60 to 80. Stays very clean for a long time. By the time it makes it through all 4 of those chambers in this configuration, I've done it just to save DI. This configuration really makes my DI last. And the whole concept behind my RO is to really make my DI last longer. People that have city water, they don't deal with those issues. Definitely going to post some RODI city water setups, because they're nothing like this. Definitely doesn't take as much, but requires just as much thinking. Be prepared for my next video. Thanks a lot, guys.